Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Star Trek Online. We are about...
The Romulans were once a passionate, vibrant species, but the loss of their homeworld has left them in ashes. The survivors of the cataclysm have gathered under the banner of Empress Sela. She has sought out new allies from the Delta Quadrant in an attempt to rebuild the Romulans' former might. And now, she seeks revenge for a lost world and a broken people.
You don't talk over Leonard Nimoy. Anyway, welcome back to another episode of Star Trek Online. We're heading off the beaten path because I'm going to do something which has now opened up, which is one of the featured episodes that you can play from this list. So we are going to go take on Uneasy Allies. This opens up at level 10. So minimum rank says here Lieutenant Commander level 10. And I'm going to go through and show you what it's like. So we could have warped there very quickly, but unfortunately it costs 12,000 energy credits in order to warp there, and I only have 7,000. And I really didn't feel like spending that, making some money to go warp there. Okay, now we're going to warp into one of the Romulan territories, the Iota Pavonis sector block.
On a forgotten world, a shadow of great evil lurks, waiting for the chance to strike. The truth behind the destruction of the Romulus system may be the harbinger of the greatest threat the Federation has ever faced.
Okay, this is going to be interesting because I have played this episode on a level 58 character, and I have never played this episode before on a level 10 character. And there are some really, really difficult enemies that you will encounter.
Thanks for the assistance. I was checking out some strange readings and discovered this errant freighter. I hailed them and they opened fire. It's a good thing you picked up my distress signal. I don't know yet. Based on these ships' identification codes, these aren't Tal Shiar vessels, just elements of the old Romulan Star Navy. They're no friends of the intelligence agencies, but also not allies of the Republic. Last true sons of the Empire, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Not to impose, but my shuttle's taken a beating. Do you mind if I bring it aboard?
Okay.
This freighter's packing some serious weapons. I don't think they're hauling cargo.
That voiceover totally didn't match what was being said. So now we're going to go save.
This is the Romulan Imperial Star Navy. You are in a restricted area. Leave immediately.
Romulan Star Navy? These aren't Tal Shiar ships. They're Imperial loyalists.
Let's see how this goes. Oh, this is a really tough ship. Fortunately, it is similar to, it's similar level to what we are, so we're not doing too bad. We're actually giving it quite a beating. As you can see here, now I've switched ships. I am a little bit better. Shields are, well, now that shields have been moved or over from the Miranda class vessel that I had to this new Constitution class vessel, things are going a little bit not too bad. That is something that's nice about some of the new features in Star Trek Online that they did. Before, it was you had to move everything manually on your own. Now, when you get a new ship, it moves everything for you, which is nice. I don't mind that. He's at 7%. I don't have aft torpedoes, but that's fine. I've got 2 phaser banks in the aft. You may notice that exploded a little bit differently. That's because Romulan ships have a singularity warp core. Ooh, this is a tough freighter. You may notice I have a few additional things here. These are like command weapons system efficiency. Now that I have access to this ship, I get a few more little toys to play with. So I can, basically these are kind of like toggles. Shield frequency modulation. Attract fire, which I really don't want to do. And strategic maneuvering. I might pick this one. Their shields have failed, so time to hit them with a couple of photon torpedoes. Continue firing. They're almost down. There. We didn't want to destroy them, obviously. That just looks so cool.
I think it's a Q ship, a specially modified freighter carrying weapons instead of cargo. Ships like these are sometimes used in convoys in danger of attack. Gives them some teeth without looking suspicious. And the intelligence agencies love them for missions where a starship would attract too much attention. Who's gonna give a second look to a beat-up old freighter?
Okay, again, voiceover didn't match what was written there. Any idea why they attacked you? I have no idea. We'll clear a landing bay for you, and then we're going to scan the freighter. Okay, scanning. Their primary engine assembly is damaged, reading multiple Romulan life signs. Sir, we're being hailed.
This is Lieutenant Gaius Salon. This vessel has been disabled. Your interference is disruptive, but survivable. This unit is executing its priority directives. All other directives have been suspended. This unit was defending this vessel against outside attack. Defense of associates is required by priority override.
Scans of the freighter show it is remarkably well equipped, but there is no contraband or Borg technology outside of Lieutenant Salan's implants. There's nothing that explains his change in behavior. Captain, what if someone is controlling Gaius through his Borg implants? We know it's possible, and he's certainly not acting like normal. It's almost as if he's part of the collective again. He can't answer our questions because he isn't here. We need to find out who did this. Okay, there's still a facility on what remains of the Hobos moon, sir, and I am detecting power to the environmental systems. Whoever did this could still be down there. Okay, we're locking a tractor beam to the freighter, and we're beaming down to the Hobos facility. Very disappointed that my uniforms didn't change over for those two, but that's fine. 3 out of 5 ain't bad. Facility's badly damaged, sir. Atmospheric pressure is holding steady, but power is fluctuating, and many of the systems are barely functional. Scans are reading several Romulan life signs throughout the facility. Whoever they are, they're deeper in the complex. I think they're trying to restore full power. Well, let's go investigate. Okay, environmental systems online, computer core usage 12%, alert. DAMCON report, CPS conduits, gate status, power functional, code lock, hardware fault. Okay, we should check this out. There is a gate. Okay. So now we have gone from Ryans, Gorn, Species 8472, Klingons, the Borg. Now we're fighting Romulans. Power systems nominal, geothermic taps functional 58%, main archives locked, gate status non-operational.
That doesn't help much. They must be trying to gain access to the gateway data.
By gateway data, they mean Iconian gateway data. The lab was attacked, but not destroyed. Maybe we can find some clues. Scan the bodies. Okay, nothing we can do for them now, sir. I know various factions have skirmished over this facility since Romulus was lost, in hopes of finding out what caused this supernova. Looks like there were some Republic-allied Remans who happened to be in the wrong place. Their injuries are consistent with Romulan military disruptors, which fits what we've already seen of the Romulan naval presence here. Okay, and off we go in this direction.
There's a door to the left.
Yes, I know. Heading that way. Oh, I'm being shot at. Quite a bit. Okay, this isn't bad for level 10. They've really, like, it's not overpoweringly difficult, which is good. I picked up fudge. Okay, you may notice I picked up a strategic kit module, rather. And you can use those, you can implant those into kits that you get for your character that are put right here. Now, I currently have an assault module, photon, grenade, so we don't need to worry about doing any additions. Or why am I backtracking? I shouldn't be backtracking. That's the door I need to go through. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of sprinting here. Not that way. We're going to go this way. You can see on the mini-map there's lots of little red dots. That's all the enemies that I have to encounter. These guys are actually going down pretty quick. Whoa!
Quick, through the side door and down to the gate.
Oh, hold your horses. We got stuff to pick up here. Besides, we're going to have to be dealing with some Romulans coming through that door. Ow! I was suddenly... Whoa! Don't want to be part of that. Okay, sprinting down here. That's damaged. Can't go that way. That door is locked. That's damaged. Can't go that way. This is the only way to go. Here we go, hopefully. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't want to be... Oh, I'm getting shot from all sides. That was not very nice. Okay. Oh. Oh, this is a very, very surprising thing. Look who it is.
I surrender.
That's it?
Well, no. I do still have crucial information about your poor friend Lieutenant Ceylon and how to fix his addled Borg brain. About the gateways and how to use them. About the Iconians. Now tell me, aren't those things more important than the fleeting pleasure you'll get from shooting me?
I'm not interested in more of your lies.
You are interested in what I can tell you. This gateway is damaged beyond repair, but I learned a thing or two when I was a guest of the Iconians. I know how to operate their gateways, and I've memorized several sets of coordinates. I know about places you haven't seen yet. In fact, the only reason I was here was to open a gate to a specific Iconian base.
Fleeing one jail to go back to another?
Not exactly. Do you really think there are only 2 Dyson spheres? There are more, and I know the location of the one the Iconians are still using. Wouldn't you like to see that?
Why should I believe any of this? You haven't shown us anything credible. Sir, we're getting a message from Command. Patch it through.
I've received some distressing news, and I need to update your mission orders. Your communications officer tells me you're not aboard your ship. What's your status?
I'm a little busy at the moment, sir.
No, please, go ahead. I can wait.
Go ahead, Admiral.
We've received word that Sela has escaped from Republic custody and that she was last seen in the Devron sector. Be aware that she was apparently aided in her escape by Lieutenant Gaius Salon, a Republic intelligence officer.
She's here, sir. I found her with a group of Romulan Imperial loyalists. She's surrendered.
Republic intelligence thinks she has some kind of information about the Iconians that she hasn't shared yet. This is a little odd, but let's give her a little leash. Stay close and find out what you can. See if you can determine her plans. Be prepared to bring her in if she shows any signs of endangering anyone.
Understood. I'll see what we can discover.
Well, well, well. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer, isn't that the saying? I'll make you a deal. You want Gaius back, and you want to learn what I know? I'm willing to give you both. But first, we'll need to discuss the deal aboard my ship. Don't worry. I'm sure your crew will keep a transporter lock and whisk you away at the first sign of danger. Enjoy having the upper hand for as long as it lasts.
You're no threat to me. We'll do this on your ship.
I suppose we don't have much choice. Whenever you're ready, we can beam up to Sela's ship. But I'll go with you and watch your six.
Okay, let's go. Lots of little interesting things that are taking place in this episode, which is kind of out of step because there's some stuff that's coming up later in the game that will explain more of this, but you're going to see a lot of things that are taking place right here.
I know you're not inclined to believe me, but I am telling the truth. I do have coordinates to a sphere the Iconians are still using. The Iconians have many servants. Some, like the Alachi, you have already seen. I watched how they opened the gateways and memorized the coordinates. The Iconians are moving their soldiers and ships into position. One day, soon, they'll be right on our doorstep.
And what do you want me to do?
This is our one chance to find out what the Iconians are doing and when they're going to attack. And they won't wait for our ships to be in position or give us time to muster a defense. One day very soon, the Iconians will simply appear at our homeworlds, and we will have to fight to survive.
What did you do to Lieutenant Salon?
Poor Gaius. All that Borg hardware in his head made it easy to give him some guidance. I've had quite a bit of time to learn about Borg technology. All you need to know is which switches to flip. It's been very helpful having someone on the inside. I would have never escaped without him. But as a gesture of goodwill, I'll give him back now. There probably won't be any permanent damage.
How did you manage to reprogram Gaius so thoroughly? His implants aren't that invasive.
The Tal Shiar has studied mind control for decades, and I had full access to their techniques. Some of it is quite ingenious. Do you know that the proper sequence of mental conditioning and image projection can program someone to kill their best friend? I've seen it work. Once you know how to get into someone's head, you're there forever.
Do you actually think we can fight the Iconians?
With the coordinates I've memorized, I can gain access to an Iconian staging sphere. Tapping into the Iconian data networks is risky, but the potential benefits are significant. It will be difficult. Iconian operating systems are designed to overwrite and destroy other computers. However, I know enough about their devices to gain some useful information before that happens. Specifically, we need to determine what forces the Iconians will use against us. We must prepare for what's coming.
Okay, let's get your ship
My
moving.
engineers report that they're having trouble keeping engine power stable. It appears you did quite a bit of damage to my ship. Unrelated systems keep failing in no discernible pattern. Perhaps you can take some of your people down to the engine room and have a look? Keep in mind that the sooner we get underway, the sooner this is all over.
Okay, very well. I'll head to the engine room. I'll talk
This
to Gaius.
unit is in diagnostic mode.
Lieutenant Solan, can you understand me? What happened? Gaius, do you understand what you're doing?
This unit is responding to its neural overrides. Please, help me.
I'll get you out of this, Gaius. Saskatchewan A, 1 to beam directly to sickbay. So yeah, even though this mission is level 10, there's a lot of different things that are coming up later in the series, or in the game, that will explain a lot of this. Okay. Orders, sir. We need to reinitialize the main deflector. Okay, main deflector handles particle manipulation and field generation, the task best handled by a science officer. Devrel? Okay, delegate tasks. Your orders, sir. We need to get the main stage flux chiller repaired. Intermix levels are a tricky formula to get right, sir. This is a task handled by an engineer. Guess what, Zarva? Delegate tasks. Your order, sir. We need to get shield power back up. This is a job best handled by a tactical officer. Well, guess what, Flores? Kolas, that's you and me. Whoa, what the hell? That wasn't an equipment failure. That was a bomb.
What are you doing to my ship down there? Don't make things worse.
Okay. I have to go and defuse a bomb. You can see by this red and yellow ring, and by this right here, there is a device that is armed. So first of all, I do that. Second of all, I go in a little bit closer when it gets to that stripe. Awesome thing about being Cation, I can jump quite far. Now I disarm the bomb. Okay, that's one. I believe there's another one. Like I said, I have done this mission before quite a few times. I managed to get all of the devices that are available for on my level 58 character. There we go. And once again, bomb number 2 disarmed.
I shouldn't need to remind you that we're on a timetable, so I won't.
Thank you, Sela. Shut up. Getting some more readings on the device's energy signatures. And now we disarm the bomb. Okay, bomb is disarmed. Everyone's coming in. Okay. Let's see here. Oh yeah, that was the minigun. I forgot. That's quite a... Like I said, I've done this before. I know what I'm doing. Okay, he gave up surprisingly easy.
I recognize you. You have to help me. I'm a Republic intelligence operative on deep cover. I infiltrated this crew of Romulan naval officers because they were still loyal to Sela. We can recapture her if we can keep this ship disabled.
Okay, how did you have to get aboard Sela's ship? This is too much of a coincidence.
Republic intelligence has agents seeded through many of the groups in the Old Guard, and even a few infiltrating the Tal Shiar. It was happenstance that I was embedded in the group that helped Sela escape prison. What I need now is to keep this ship stalled long enough for the Republic to arrive. Then we can take Sela back to prison where she belongs.
I can't do that, and I can't keep this ship let you keep this ship stopped. I'm going to have to stun you.
Sela's using you. She'll never tell you anything of substance. If she was the Iconian's prisoner, she couldn't have seen anything important. If she's still working with them, then she's leading you into a trap. Your only chance is to capture her now and help us reveal anyone in the Republic who helped her escape.
I have to let this play out. Sela won't tell us anything, but if she thinks I'm on her side, she'll show me everything. Okay, now we have to return to the freighter bridge. Yeah, I'm going to switch back to my phaser. The minigun, awesome. It's just a little bit cumbersome to carry around. So, anyway. Back to the bridge. Okay, we go sprinting into here, and we now have to go talk to Sela.
I understand you've captured a saboteur. I won't tolerate a threat to the safety of this mission and my crew. I intend to have him executed immediately.
I'm taking him into custody. This is non-negotiable.
Very well. However, this still doesn't solve our problem. We need to find a working Iconian gate.
I know where to find a gateway. Can depart as soon as you're ready, sir. Depart system.
The Nopata system? Interesting.
Hakiv has a base there. He was conducting research for the Iconians.
My ship has been modified to mask its energy signature, so we should be able to get there without detection. The Tal Shiar may be a problem, though.
Can't you order the Tal Shiar to let us pass?
The Tal Shiar serves the Iconians now. Certain elements of the Imperial Navy are still loyal, but the Tal Shiar would be more inclined to shoot me than listen to me.
Fine, I'm going back to my ship. We'll see what we can find at Napata. Obviously, everyone has noticed that is Denise Crosby that's doing the voice of Sela, who of course played Sela and Tasha Yar in Star Trek The Next Generation. Alright, reading a large amount of space debris and at least one Romulan ship in orbit, Captain. I can't determine if it's Romulan Navy or Tal Shiar, but it's definitely not a Republic vessel.
Those are Tal Shiar ships. The Star Navy doesn't have the interest or the means to police far-flung systems like this one. The Tal Shiar and I don't exactly see eye to eye these days, so feel free to do what you will.
I see.
Enemy vessel. This system is under Tal Shiar control. Stand down and prepare to be boarded.
Unlikely. Shields up. Oh, there it is. It's a nice, tough little ship for, you know, for the damage that it's for the missions that it's taking on. So it's nice to see that that it's sort of upgraded from the Miranda class vessel that I had before. It's also just all around cool. I was a little worried because these Romulan warbirds
We are under attack.
can be really difficult. Of course, now we have to deal with not one, but two, as is apparent right there. Let's see there. I may want to switch attract fire. No, I don't want to necessarily attract fire. Okay. Doing pretty good. We're actually getting a lot of stuff out of this too, which is nice. This episode is a little bit longer, so, but that's to be expected. Some of these missions do get a little bit more involved and a little bit longer. So far, so good, though. We're We're still doing quite well. And this ship is almost taken out. 5%, 4%, 2, 1, and 0. Like I said, I am getting a lot of really good stuff out of this, so. Okay, beam down to Napata surface. Alright, let's go. Let's beam down.
Hakiv's private research facility. Soon all this will be lost to the sand. What a monument to folly.
We need to find his secrets before they're buried forever. You do get to do a mission that is in that is on Napata and deal with Hakiv. This is basically this mission is sort of after.
The Tal Shiar commonly use a diverter to intercept standard access codes on electronic locks. Give me just a moment. There. You really should learn some of these things.
Charming. Sometimes Denise Crosby plays it really, really well.
Someone else has been through here recently.
Very nice to see that because it really makes you want to just up and get
Tal
it.
Shiar!
So we've got Romulans, we've got Sela, Tal Shiar, the Romulan Navy, Iconians. It's a very interesting story that's taking place right here.
Why am I not surprised the mess hall is the one place here that isn't a total wreck?
Okay, reading the logs. Let's see here. We've managed to adjust our sensors and locate another passageway behind one of the vaults, or one of the walls in the office, but nobody can figure out how to get it open. Okay, so a little bit of a hint as to what's going on, which kind of drives you forward. Yeah, a couple of firefights. There's Romulans that are still active, and
At least they were smart enough to take the weapons out of the armory.
a personal log, though we managed to restore partial power to the exterior of the facility, blah, 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 blah. Don't need to worry about that. I hate this planet. Of course, it's Napata. Nobody likes being on this planet. It's nothing but sand.
Hakiv's Sanctum. I'm guessing that side door isn't just for show.
I am hoping that because we've seen many of the other missions, like the start off.
There must be a way through this blank wall. Maybe there's a release trigger in the office.
It started off when you're a cadet. There's lots of voiceover work that's done, and since then, since we've gotten into the normal missions, the voiceover work has kind of gone to the wayside. So I'm really hoping that they go back and they do a lot of the different things. Sheila, start walking on the desk.
Computer, recognize identity Sela. Code Empress 1. Unlock lab access.
Access granted. Welcome, Your Imperial Majesty.
Always have a back door.
I'll try to remember that. Okay, now. Go in here. Rush through. Things kind of stop.
Another secret door. Hakiv was always so melodramatic.
Okay, and Sela has sprinted off. She's running ahead there, heading towards that door. This is pretty good because I don't feel like... I did this at level 58 and it was really, really quite difficult. Now we're doing it...
You're getting a little too close to the truth. It's time to eliminate you both.
Whoa!
You should be more careful about the loyalty of your subordinates.
Jabrel, stop standing on the thing.
Stop her! Don't let her escape! Kill it!
Okay. That neural parasite explains why Van Zyl turned on us so suddenly. Still, there's no telling how she got infected. It must have happened while she was with Voyager in the Delta Quadrant. Okay, parasite's gone, so yeah, we're gonna see if we can beam her up to the ship and make sure she's
There we
okay.
go. I'll just put in those coordinates.
Now we're back to here. There's the Iconian Gateway. And we step through. It's very exciting because there's a lot of different things that are calling back to different episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation and Star Trek Voyager and Deep Space Nine and all of these different things. Obviously, the neural parasites, a one-off episode, but still.
Hey! Up here! Hurry up! They'll find us soon.
Two-fifths of my crew is in the Odyssey uniform, and then the rest of us are in the old uniforms. I may switch back. It was just
Good.
cool.
There's a gateway on this side. We won't be stuck here. Now, let's see what secrets we can wrest from this facility.
You!
Taurus. Stop her! Automated defenses? What a waste of time.
These things hit hard. My shields are gone like instantly with these things. Fortunately,
Get that force field down!
Tavrel is doing her job and making sure that everybody is okay.
I won't let you take me!
We need to catch her before she can cause any more trouble. She's locked the door. Try to unlock it with one of these consoles.
Okay, here we go. Not a whole lot of talking from myself in this episode due to the simple fact that there is a lot.
Interesting. According to this data, we're in the Andromeda Galaxy.
As I was saying,
You should download some of these files to your tricorder.
as I was saying, a lot of voiceover work in this episode.
This sphere seems to be much older than the others. There's communication traffic from Iconian ships inside the sphere. I've never seen these kinds of vessels before. Ah, here we go. Almost there. Got it. The door is open.
Okay, here we go. I have this feeling that there's going to be some heavy hitters coming up, so I'm going to switch to the minigun. Oh, yes.
Taurus must have overloaded the collimators in that plasma unit. She's turned this room from a plasma allocation conduit into a death trap. Who even builds rooms like this into a structure anyway? There are control consoles across from the containment area. If you can get to them, you can probably shut down the system.
Okay, this looks dangerous, but we don't have a choice. So I can't walk there. I have to be very careful with regard to that thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of follow this, because there's a console right there. Okay? I can't walk through those things. We've already established that. However, if I disable this console, that shuts those things down. Oop. Doop. Wait for that to go past. Okay, that's gone. There we go. There, come on everyone. Alright, here we go.
There's nowhere left to run, Taurus. Do you really think the Iconians will help you now?
No, you don't understand. I didn't seek them out because I wanted to rule. I needed them to save us, to turn back time, to undo Hobus, and bring back Romulus.
Then you're more of a fool than I thought. You poor deluded creature. The Iconians aren't interested in saving anything. Nor could they.
We have to get out of here. It's not safe anymore. They're coming.
I guess you'd better go then.
Kick.
If you had only known, Taurus. The Iconians can't travel through time. It destroys their minds.
I
The
believe...
sphere just jumped. Look, it's nighttime inside this sphere, but it's never dark inside the other spheres. The Iconian fleets are here, and there are so many ships they're blotting out the sun.
I see you.
Time to go.
A little bit of a plot hole with that thing about going back in time destroys their minds.
How absurd to think that she could have ever accomplished anything significant. She lost her throne and spent years in mindless devotion to gods who could not hear or answer her prayers. Taurus's fanaticism blinded her. She studied everything about the Iconians, but never learned the one simple fact that would have ended her quest. There was only one thing she didn't get wrong. We need to leave. Take a look at the sky. In a sphere like this, nothing should obscure the sun. Those aren't clouds.
Iconian ships, so they're blotting out the sun. Okay.
Did you feel that? The sphere just jumped. The Iconian invasion is beginning.
You were warned. Your galaxy is forfeit.
These are the Alachi. These ones you're probably going to remember from Star Trek Enterprise. When Archer and crew encountered these guys, and they tried to destroy the NX Enterprise. Lots of different...
It's a herald. The personal guards and servants. Fighting is not...
Be a good idea to
Head for the gate.
avoid those things.
Run!
Otherwise, I'm going to be falling down. Ow. Yeah, I refuse to leave any of my crewmates. Okay, let's go. Right, please go away. I would like to be able to... Okay, all of my crew is there. That's good. Oh, the first time I face planted. There is a way to... Okay, I'm going to call for help. And there comes Tavrel. Awesome. Oh, no, don't get me up there. Oh. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Ooh.
Head for the gateway.
Okay, let's get out of here. Oh. Don't anybody die, please. That's not bad. In 10 levels, it's the first time I've actually face planted.
The gateway is destabilizing. I'll take care of this. Jump through, now!
Okay, sir, we've been wondering what happened since you disappeared from our scanners. Command has sent a fleet-wide alert. We need you back on the ship right away. How is Van Zyl? She's resting in sickbay. Blah, 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 blah. Noted. Anything else I should know? Okay, we can beam you aboard whenever you're ready, sir. Command wants us to proceed immediately to the Iconian system. Something big is happening. Okay, beam me up. Plotting course for the Iconian system. Okay, that was the featured episode, which obviously I believe they are going to be planning on doing more with that with those episodes and that story, but that covered a whole lot of different things. It covered the Iconians, it covered the Romulans, it covered Empress Sela, or former Empress Sela, I should say. It covered the Alachi, which was seen in Star Trek Enterprise. It covered the neural parasites, which was seen in Star Trek The Next Generation. It also covered the Delta Quadrant and Voyager. It covered so many different things that were involved. And the Dyson spheres, because we do learn that the Iconians were using the Dyson spheres in order to attack different galaxies. We also noticed, if you may have seen, that we actually traveled from the Milky Way galaxy, which we're in right now in the Star Trek universe, to the Andromeda galaxy, which is several light years, several thousand, hundreds of thousands of light years away from our galaxy. So lots of information that was in all of that stuff. So now we can go here.
It's good to have you back. A Dyson sphere jumped into a position near the Iconia system less than an hour ago. We don't know anything about it, but based on the preliminary notes you've logged, we think it's the same sphere that you discovered with Sela. I hate to admit it, but she was right. The Iconian invasion is here. There's no sign of Sela, incidentally. We'll keep looking, but I have a feeling she won't be found until she wants to be. And as long as she stays away, I'm inclined to let her go. She'll have to answer for her crimes someday, but we have much more immediate concerns.
Okay, and now I pick up my rewards. So I get a Romulan Imperial Navy career-specific Mark IV kit reward, the lithium ore, and I get to choose one of the following. Romulan naval combat armor, which you may notice that there is, in the little pop-up that comes up beside it, it's part of the Romulan Imperial Navy set, which includes the kit. Because it has that listed there. If you have the combat armor and the personal shield, along with the kit, then it gives you some bonuses. So I'm going to collect that.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
Click here to view your traits.
Oh, and now I am level 12. Ooh, that went fast. So if I click
These
here...
are your active traits. You can activate available traits from the list on the left.
At 50, I will gain ability to pick starship traits, 4 space passive abilities, and 4 ground passive abilities. There's also reputation, which is down here, and so on and so forth. So I'll be picking that a little later on. I'm not going to worry about that just yet. So what I
This
am
is
going
Lieutenant
to
Commander
do...
Kyla Van Zyl in the shuttle Tereshkova.
Shh. Talking. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play that one a couple more times to get the other pieces of the set together, and then I'll continue on with the regular series. So Thank you very much for joining me. Next episode, we're going to go back to the missions in order, and we'll deal with that. I'll probably be a higher level as well. We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But again, thank you very much for joining me, and look forward to seeing you in the